Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Arrow Season 7. So the hype for Season 7 of Arrow is building as we move closer and closer to its premiere. Of course, we had that trailer from Comic-Con from like however long ago it was. Feels like it was ages ago, but I think it was only like a month ago. But we also, probably the day before this video goes up, had a new poster officially released which shows Oliver like all bruised and beaten inside the walls of Slabside Maximum Security Prison. Now, just two quick things to touch on before jumping into the main topics of this video. It does look like we will be getting like 5 episodes of Oliver in prison possibly, and that is due to Cody Rhodes, who will be playing Derek Sampson this season, who will be in prison with Oliver, and he said he was in 5 episodes. Now obviously that could be 5 episodes so far, but seeing that we have the crossover in episode 9, you would expect that Oliver would be getting out before that, but they could make Oliver get out in like episode 8, which is the mid-season finale for them, just in time for the crossover. Who knows what they're really going to do there. And also people have been asking me about trailers and stuff for Arrow and just the other shows. Look, we could get one like right after this video goes up right today, and you could get a trailer breakdown in like 3 hours, or we could be waiting until next week. But this is around the time of the year leading up to the new seasons where they start dropping TV spots and all of that for the new seasons with new footage. So do just keep your eye out on my channel, as you should know that I'm like 99% of the time the first one to get videos up in regards to that type of stuff. So just, keep your eyes out for that. But of course, do be sure to show your support for the Arrow videos by leaving a like, as it is greatly appreciated. It only takes a second of your time to do so as well. And also let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on the different topics that we do go over in this video, because we have a few. But to start off with, let's talk about something that's going on with Felicity Smoak this season on Arrow. So Felicity was one of the characters we didn't really see too much of in the trailer from Comic-Con, apart from 2 shots of her in the woods, and that was it. And then we have seen some set photos of her with like pink sort of hair, or like pink streaks in her hair. So there is still a big question mark around her in regards to like what is exactly going on with her this season. But Stephen Amell did tweet out this: at Emily Bett should get an Emmy nom for her performance in our premiere. So Felicity must still have like a decent sized role in episode 1. You would have to think that most of it is just dealing with being a single stepmother or something around that. But as I said, not much is really known about Felicity this season, so this will most likely be something that we will just have to wait and find out, unless those trailers that I was talking about earlier decide to reveal more information on all of that. But anyway, we have gotten some stuff on Felicity in recent days, and this is coming from the new showrunner for Arrow this season in the form of Beth Schwartz, who had a tease that I think you might be excited about. But this is what she went on to say exactly. It has to do with Smoak Tech. It's possible you might see something like that this season. So obviously Smoak Technologies was first seen in season 1 of Legends of Tomorrow, when we went to that like alternate future where, well, Star City had gone to crap. And then we also saw it in the 100th episode of Arrow back in season 5. Now for seasons since then, some people have been wondering if this would ever happen and if Smoak Technologies would finally be created on the show. And going by that quote from Beth Schwartz, you would think so, if you can't read correctly. So what Beth is most likely teasing there is that Helix Dynamics will, just take like a massive leap forward this season and actually start being a thing. Beth does say we might see something like that this season, and that's what Helix Dynamics is. It's just Smoak Technologies, but with the inclusion of Curtis in there. Like, they could make it Smoak Technologies, but I couldn't really see them making the big jump from where they are currently to what we have seen in Legends and in that 100th episode. It will most likely be on a bit of a smaller scale, and I think a lot of people want Smoak Technologies to be what it was like in that Legends episode and in that 100th episode of Arrow. Big, where it's basically like Queen Consolidated or like Palmer Industries or whatever it was called. But I don't think they're ever going to get to that, size. So if it's not going to be like that, I don't think many people would really care if it is just Helix Dynamics and it's a bit of a smaller operation, if you know what I mean. But once again, that's for us to wait and find out. But Beth did also go on to say this in regards to Oliver's time in prison. Felicity is definitely coping the worst, I would say. It's been tough for her. So as I was saying before, I'm guessing episode 1 in particular, but the episodes to follow will just show Felicity struggling with whatever is going on with her. We have theorized that she could be in witness protection just due to the dangers around her, and everyone knows that she's Oliver Queen's wife, and now everyone knows that Oliver Queen is the Green Arrow. So people would be after her most likely, which could explain the change of hair, as well as what looked like her, working as a waitress of some sort. And that could also link back to her absence for the most part in the trailer and just general promo stuff for this season. And as we've said, even that shot in the trailer with her in the woods, that looks like it will most likely be a nightmare sequence that Oliver is having in prison. But But now let's jump into some stuff regarding Roy Harper. So we all know Colton Haynes is returning this season as Roy Harper as a regular, which is awesome. But there are still some big question marks around what role he is going to be playing this season and what kind of Roy is coming back to Star City. Like, why isn't Thea coming back? Did they succeed in their mission regarding those Lazarus pits? Lots to be answered. But some of Colton Haynes' fellow castmates had some stuff to say about the return of Roy and the impact he is going to have this season. So this is what Stephen Amell, aka Oliver Queen, had to say about the mystery around Roy and his return. It's fantastic, man. I love Colton, so having him back is terrific. And, you know, his stuff this season, I could give you an hour to guess, to pontificate as to what he's going to be doing, and none of you would get it. It's amazing. So this has me curious, extremely curious. I'm not going to dive too deep into what Stephen could mean by this. You know, is Roy evil? Is Roy on a secret mission? Is Roy a clone like many have wanted? It's going to be extremely interesting to find out. I can't wait. But then this is what Juliana Harkavy, aka Dino Drake, had to say regarding the return of Roy. Just as far as the overall feel on set, it's been great because everyone loves Colton. I think everybody really missed him, so it feels more like a family with him and it feels more complete with him. But finally, let's talk about Black Siren. So Beth Schwartz talked a bit about Black Siren in Season 7. So I love Black Siren, she is so fun. What we loved about Katie and the character from last year is that you never really know which side she's on. Is she good? Is she bad? She falls somewhere in between. And so this year, with Lance's death, which was really sad, I'm still not over it, she has a lot. You know, she's pissed. She's pissed at Diaz, so she has a grudge. And so we're going to see her dealing with that. Yeah, she's going to play between good and bad again, and we're going to see how that affects her when she wants to get revenge for Lance's death. But then Katie Cassidy, who plays Black Siren, went on to talk about the death of Lance and moving forward. I love Paul so much. He's such an incredible actor in person. He and I got really close. I think he would probably say I was the closest one to him. So he's gone, but I mean, is he really gone? It's sad. It really is. It makes me sad because we all worked so hard for so long. It just kind of sucks when it's like, he's an OG. He was there from day one. I was there from day one with Steven, David, and Willa. Let's hope that there's a way to work him back in. And she followed by talking about Black Siren and redemption. Yeah, absolutely. I think there's room for redemption for her character. And I think what I believe is that if they do reveal more of a backstory and sort of tell her story actually, there'll be a bit more of an understanding of why she acts the way that she does. Now for me personally, and you would probably know this if you stay up to date with my Arrow videos, I am really looking forward to Black Siren in Season 7 just due to a, possible major redemption arc, but also the vengeance around the character as well. I'm sure Diaz is always going to be on her mind, so I am intrigued as to how she deals with all of that and what moves she does make in regards to that, as well as whether Team Arrow becomes a stronger ally of hers, or maybe they try to get in the way of her trying to get that vengeance and, well, try and fulfill that grudge or get over that grudge, if that makes sense. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on what we went over in this video. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.